Imagine that our lives are a small, crowded room where everything we hold on to takes up space and drains our energy. Getting together. Everything we own, from paintings on the walls to connections that aren't right for us, can cloud our vision and lower our spirits like a dimmer light bulb. In modern life, we get caught up in the whirlwind of materialism and emotions, not knowing how to let go of what we need to in order to grow and be happy. Stoicism, on the other hand, offers a different way to find mental freedom and peace of mind. Letting go is more than just getting rid of things. It's a refined process that involves figuring out what's important to us and getting rid of things and relationships that aren't serving their purpose. By doing this, we make room for spiritual freedom and welcome new, better experiences into our lives. Today, let's look at the art of detachment, a process that changes everything. More than just loss, leading you to a path of freedom and self-discovery. Not only does detachment mean letting go of things that are no longer useful, it also means a deep rebirth. Find out how to break free from the chains of the past and enjoy the freedom that comes with detachment. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and share. Stay strong and keep watching, because everything here is important and will help you. The liberation and complete freedom that Stoicism can bring in ways you might not have imagined as we begin. First, we need to be aware of impermanence, realizing that life and all of its parts, including people, are temporary, can help us deal with their effects on our emotions. This insight comes from realizing that existence is always changing and shifting, and that no situation or relationship stays the same. Detachment doesn't mean not caring. It means developing a love that isn't possessive and interacting with someone without any set standards. Thoughts on how temporary life is encourages thanks and acceptance, which helps you deal with things as they come up, making your life more open and peaceful. Accept the flow of life. Number 2, spend time apart. Taking time apart is a smart way to get away from people, situations, or things that are bad for your health. Take a step back to get a better view. Rethink your feelings and understand how these relationships are affecting your life. This isn't about ending these relationships for good. It's about giving yourself the space you need to breathe, think, and heal while you do this. May change, giving you more information to help you make better, healthier choices about how to connect with others in the future. During this time, it's important to do things that help you learn about yourself and grow, like getting back in touch with good influences, getting back into old hobbies, or trying new things that make you more open-minded. Detachment is a slow process that requires self-awareness and patience. During this time, allow yourself to feel the feelings you need to feel while keeping your eyes on achieving peace and happiness. Third, telling the difference between need and want. Knowing the difference between basic needs and wants can change the way you look at things and make unhealthy ties easier to handle. Needs such as food, shelter, love, and safety are important for your mental health and survival. Wants, on the other hand, aren't necessary and are usually caused by emotions, social pressure, or habits that don't have a big effect on your life or long-term happiness. Do an honest review of yourself. When you think about something, ask yourself if it's important for your life and happiness, or just a convenience or short-term pleasure. This kind of self-reflection can help you see where wants might be mistaken for needs, leading to unhealthy attachments. Figuring out what you really need also. It makes you value what you already have and stops you from always wanting more. It's not about denying all your wants. Realizing that they aren't necessary can be enlightening. Being thankful for what you have and what really counts can help you be happier with the simple things in life, lowering the need to always look for more. Number 4, accepting change. Accepting change is a key part of effective detachment because life is always changing, bringing new opportunities, challenges, and points of view. Realizing that change is a part of the human experience can help people become less resistant and attached to certain people, things, or events. This acceptance helps us value people and experiences more in the present while they last. This not only eases the pain of detachment, but it also gets us ready for new parts of our lives with openness and interest. Accepting change also means realizing that our lives are made up of different stages, each with its own lessons and worth. This way of thinking helps us let go of things that aren't good for us anymore so that we can have better experiences. By accepting change as a normal part of life, we build flexibility, resilience, and peace that helps us handle life's changes with grace and confidence so we can flow with them instead of fighting them. Number 5. Keep being strictly rational. For this process to work, you have to take your emotions out of the situation and look at it from a completely logical and fact-based point of view. First, look at the relationship or situation's pros and cons without bias. Make a list of the realistic pros and possible cons. Asking yourself important questions like, does this relationship help me grow? Does it fit with my values and life goals? What are the real-world effects of keeping this connection if it is absolutely rational? ALS also means having to look closely at your own reasons and excuses. We often stay in certain situations or relationships out of habit because we're afraid of being alone or unsafe. By looking at these reasons with clear logic, you can see how they work, may change even more. Think about looking into other options and possible ways out of your current position. This could mean setting new goals, trying to number 6, finding new ways to be happy and satisfied, or realizing that you can't change some things and it's time to move on. Pay attention to what you really need. This method works for separating yourself from people, things, or situations that don't make your life better. By re-evaluating what really means, you set clear priorities and choose what needs your attention and energy. Start by listing your basic needs like safety, love, and self-esteem, and then compare them to the wants that have led to your ties. Often, this analysis shows that you spend a lot of time and energy on things that aren't necessary. By putting your basic needs first, you can find out where your time and energy are going. You create more room in your mind and heart for new events and deeper connections. Focusing on these essentials will easily help you let go of less important things as you refocus your life on what really matters. 7th number, taking on new experiences. Although being familiar can be comforting, it can also keep you stuck in relationships and habits that aren't good for you and stop you from growing as a person. Adding new hobbies, activities, and social interactions to your life makes it more interesting and different, making old habits less important and lowering attachments. This goal could include picking up a new skill, visiting new places, or joining new social groups. Each new endeavor gives you a chance to find out about yourself in ways you didn't know before, and to find out what really makes your life better by putting yourself in new situations and meeting new people. You get new ideas and opinions that can change how you think about things that happened in the past. Asians and connections. This not only helps you detach, but it also makes your life better by making you stronger and better able to deal with change. Number 8, do daily reflective practice. By thinking about your priorities, you can separate what really means to you from what is just making your mind and emotions jumbled. Set aside a quiet time every day for thought. This could be in the morning to make your daily goals or in the evening to think about what you've learned that day. During this time, look at your values, goals, and any attachments that don't help your growth or well-being. Reviewing these entries on a daily basis lets you keep track of and make changes to your progress, which helps you understand and accept yourself. Also, daily reflection improves your mood by making you focus on your gains and possessions instead of your losses and shortcomings, increasing happiness and decreasing. Depending on outside sources of happiness. Number 9, making people strong in the face of problems. Resilience. Being able to get back on your feet after a setback is an important part of learning the detachment process. Building resilience not only helps you get through tough times, but it also makes you stronger for future ones. It means recognizing that problems are a normal part of life, and that getting past them is both possible and helpful for building resilience. Accept things as they come up without quickly labeling them as bad or too much. Boost your support system by spending quality time with trusted family and friends, and keep a positive attitude that puts learning ahead of feelings of having failed or given up. Along with setting realistic goals, you should also enjoy small wins, seeing them as important steps on your way to recovery. By building resilience, you make it easier to deal with change and hardship without becoming too attached to people, things, or situations that stop your personal growth. 10th number. Enjoy and accept reality. This part of the detachment process is both difficult and freeing because it means recognizing and accepting reality as it is, without trying to change it, resist it, or wish it were different. Instead of fighting the way things are now, it's important to learn how to adapt and flow with life's events and circumstances. Acceptance in this case doesn't mean passivity or resignation, but a deep realization that some things are out of our control. By accepting reality as it is, we free up energy that was being used for resistance and denial and shift our attention to the things we can change about how we react and behave. Accepting truth also means showing kindness to yourself and others, realizing that everyone is doing the best they can with the things they have to deal with without passing judgment. Encourages an important inner peace needed for detachment number 11, facing fears head-on. To detach, we often have to face the fears that keep us attached, like the fear of being alone or failing. Turn down or change. The first step to getting over these fears is to recognize them and figure out where they came from and how they affect your behavior and decisions. Once you've recognized your fears, you can start to question whether or not they are still relevant to your life. Many fears come from past events or old beliefs that are no longer true. Facing these fears forces you to rethink how you see things and how you act. When you work through your fears, you realize that many of your relationships are just ways to avoid facing your insecurities. When you let go of these fears, you can separate yourself from people, things, or situations that are holding you back from growing or being happy. This process not only helps with detachment, but it also makes you more free and real. 12. Numbers building good relationships. Investing in relationships that promote mutual growth means surrounding yourself with people who support your goals, accept your limits, and improve your health. This means not only looking for new connections, but also evaluating and possibly changing the ones you already have. Open communication is a sign of a healthy friendship. Mutual respect and balanced support make us feel understood, valued, and safe, which leads to personal growth. Toxic or one-sided relationships, on the other hand, can reinforce unhealthy attachments and stop growth. By focusing on relationships that are in line with our values, we learn to value ourselves and build the strength to let go of those that are harmful. To do this, we may need to set new limits, communicate our wants clearly, or stay away from people who put us down. Building healthy relationships takes constant work and self-awareness as we give and receive understanding. As we build these positive connections, we become better prepared to cut ties with people who hurt us in the past. Concentrating on what really helps us keep growing. Thank you for joining us on this trip through the philosophy of Stoicism and the art of detachment. As we learned today, letting go of things that don't serve us anymore isn't just about losing them. It's also about making room for new growth and enjoying the freedom that comes with it. Remember that each thing, person, or feeling you let go of isn't just the end. It's a chance for a new start and a step toward a freer, clearer you. I hope this video has made you think about what you need to let go of in order to live a more peaceful and fulfilled life. Try practicing the art of detachment and see how it changes your life, bringing you joy and clarity in unexpected ways. If you liked the video, please click the like button. Stay strong and enjoy the freedom of letting go. Until next time, keep looking for your way to mental freedom and peace of mind.